Welcome to day 14. This is the last day. There's no new concept to learn today, and in a way, that's the whole point. Because this was never about accumulating concepts. It was about building a practice. Over the past 2 weeks, you've worked with the most fundamental ideas in Stoic philosophy. You've examined what you control and what you don't. You've practiced preparing for the day ahead and reviewing the day behind you. You've given your full attention to a single thing and noticed how it changed the experience. You've looked honestly at the cost of seeking approval. You've used the 4 virtues as a compass for difficult decisions. You've examined your anger and found the judgments underneath it. You've tried to understand the difficult people in your life instead of just resenting them. You've sat with loss and impermanence. You've distinguished ambition from attachment. You've observed your relationship with attention and distraction. And you've used the contemplation of death to see clearly what actually deserves your energy. That's a lot of ground, and the temptation now is to feel like the work is done, to treat these 14 days as a course you've completed, put it on a shelf, and move on to the next thing. But that would miss what the Stoics themselves understood better than anyone, which is that knowing something is not even close to the same thing as living it. Epictetus compared philosophy to wrestling, not to reading. You don't get better at wrestling by studying technique. You get better by showing up, day after day, and doing the work until it becomes part of who you are. Marcus Aurelius wrote the Meditations to himself, not for publication, because he understood that even an emperor, someone who had access to every philosopher and teacher in the known world, still needed to remind himself every single morning of things he already knew to be true. Most people don't need more information nearly as much as they need consistent repetition. At this point, you already have the core of the practice. You know the distinction between what you control and what you don't. You've practiced the morning preparation and the evening review. You've worked with anger, approval, distraction, loss, and attention. None of these ideas are especially complicated, but they become more useful the more consistently you return to them over time. So the exercise today is the last one, and it's simple. Go back to the evening review from day 3 and answer the 3 questions one final time, but this time about the 14 days as a whole rather than about a single day. What did I do well? What could I have done differently? What did I learn? And then write down one thing, one concrete, specific thing that you're going to do differently starting tomorrow. Not 14 things and not a comprehensive life plan. One thing that you can actually sustain. Because one thing done consistently changes more than 14 things attempted once. Tonight, read this one sentence from Epictetus. First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. This is the end of the program, but not the end of the practice. I hope this 14-day course has been useful to you, and I wish you all the best going forward.